My name is Matt. I'm 65 years old, retired military, so that means I'm a veteran and I'm white. But I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a skinhead. I don't hate anybody. What I can't stand are ignorant people. People that know better, but just won't to show it. The question I've got is if communism is so great and capitalism is so terrible, then why do communist countries have to keep their people in? I don't see people lining up outside the fences and trying to get into communist China or Cuba or the old USSR. I don't see people fleeing to go to Venezuela. They're coming here by any means possible. And I understand they want a better life for themselves and for their family. But that better life doesn't have to come at my expense or other citizens' expense. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country. And for Biden, the dementia-riddled moron in the White House, to open up the border and let everybody come in and then stick them on airplanes and buses and send them all over the country, that's bullshit. That should not happen. That's a violation of his oath of office. He is committing treason against the United States. He is not protecting the United States. He is basically inviting an invasion. He's trying to change the demographic for the election. That's why they want to have all of these illegal aliens get citizenship so that they can vote. Because the Democrats, or in this case, the Commicrats, they all think that anybody coming in illegally is going to vote Commicrat. And they probably will, until they realize that that doesn't get them anything but being a slave to the big government. Then, once they have a little business or something like that, and they're on their own, then they're going to become conservative Republicans. But until then, the Commicrats are going to destroy the country. They've already taken over education, academia, the unions, mainstream media, which isn't mainstream anymore. It's just an arm of the Commicrat Party. They've taken all of that over. And then they're just going to keep pushing and keep pushing. What happens is the Commicrats push an issue forward, and they keep pushing and keep pushing, and the loser Republicans, without any spines or any balls, just back up a little bit and back up a little bit. And then finally, enough Republicans get together and go, no, stop, you can't go there, you can't push that far. So then what happens? The Republicans and the Democrats sit down and they talk, and meanwhile, the Democrats say, okay, well, you're right, we don't want all that, we'll stop right here. This is what it looks like. This is the center. The Democrats push, 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 push. Then finally the Republicans show up, and the Democrats go, oh, yeah, okay, well, we'll get together, we'll meet together, and we'll have a bipartisan, and this is where we're going to be right here. It used to be over here, but the Republicans waited so long it didn't push back, so now it's here. And then the Democrats will come back later to do the same thing. Now that it's here, they'll push, 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 until the Republicans finally stand up against it. We need people in Congress and in the Senate that have a backbone and a spine. Marjorie Taylor Greene has a backbone and a spine. Lauren Boebert, some of the other young Republicans are the kind of people we need. What we don't need are rhinos like Mitt Romney and what's-her-face up in Maine. We don't need her, okay? We need people that are actually going to vote and carry out the wishes of the people that elected them. The people of the United States of America, the citizens, not the illegal aliens that are breaking into our country. The first thing they do is violate our laws to come here, and the Commicrats want to go ahead and give them citizenship. They want to go ahead and feed them and clothe them and give them a job and throw money at them. They're taking it all from the rest of us. The Commicrats don't care about African Americans. They don't care about Hispanics. They don't care about Asians. They don't care about the middle class white folk. All they care about is power. That's all they care about. That's their ultimate goal. They want to destroy the greatest country on the face of the earth. They want to turn this into a communist country. And the one thing that communism gets you is everybody ends up being subservient to the state. And who in the state thrives and lives in a lap of luxury? The leaders. Look at Korea. Look at China. Look at the old Soviet Union. No, look at current Russia. Look at Venezuela. The people live in misery and poverty, but the leaders, they're eating steak and lobster and they're living the life. We can't let the Commicrats get away with this. Our representatives, our congressional representatives, our senators in Washington need to finally stand up and say no more. This bullshit stops here. We will take your ass to court every time you try to pass something that violates the Constitution. We need to impeach Biden. We need to impeach Harris. They are violating their oath of office. And this bullshit's got to stop. Thank you. May God bless America, and may God push this country in the proper direction and get away from the Commicrats.